Hey, thanks for tuning in to Hip Hop Weekly News, where I talk about the news that happened weekly in hip hop. So this has been the week of beef. So Hobson, Jaren, and Dizzy were on Sway in the morning. They issued a 3v3 challenge to battle rap anyone. $500,000 was the reward, aka $500,000. So HorseShoe Gang stepped up to the plate with a track titled Half a Meal. It was a good track. All the all the dick riders came out and they're like, "Oh, Funk Volume's dead. Yo, send him the money. It's over." And I was like trying to shut all these dudes down, and I'm like, "All right, dude. Well, these guys is ready for it. Funk's gonna get at it. We're gonna have a 3v3." But Dame, much to my chagrin, goes on Facebook and says, "Would you respond to someone who put up no money and only has 10K views?" They're up to 30,000 views, and putting up money wasn't part of the deal, wasn't part of the challenge at all. If you watch the interview, you'll see. So Dame is treating this as a publicity stunt right now. They were doing it, they challenged any label. Well, HorseShoe Gang is not technically a label. They're on COB, but they're not really a label. So it seems like Dame wanted it as a publicity stunt, and HorseShoe Gang ain't got much money and they ain't got much fame. So all they would get out of this is a really entertaining battle, with who knows will people watch or not. So right now, the way it stands, it's on some bullshit. Dame is being a little bitch, and HorseShoe Gang shitted on him, but their fans are being a little bitches. So I'm not really on a side right now yet, because I don't know if it's even gonna happen, because both sides are being bitches. But shouts out to HorseShoe Gang for having the balls to do this. They're really hungry right now, and they've fucking been waiting to get this. They had a free, like, everything is set up perfect right now for them. This would have been hot. They would have been adamant with this. It was very advantageous of them. Boom, I worked that word into my news series. Anyways, next topics. Slaughtermouse by Joe Budden had a snippet where he seems like he's going to be dissing Royce and Emimem, but not much yet is known. Royce went on Twitter and asked Joe if he was taking shots, and he said if you do, he'll fire back at you. Crooked Eye said that if they do beef, he's going to pull an Ice Cube and go solo. So, if they beef, I will be sad, I will do a RIP video, and I might cry at night. That was a joke, but if they stop, man, I will be sad. I've heard every Slaughterhouse there is to hear, every song, every album. Love Slaughterhouse, and if they fucking break up, it'd be a sad day in hip-hop, I can't front. But nothing is concrete. Take it with a grain of salt, because this all could be a publicity stunt, because as we have seen, money is playing an issue in beef right now with the Meek Mill and Drake thing. And as my first topic talked about, money is like the key thing right there, is the reward. So money is very big right now. Money's big all the time, but I mean money in beef is very big right now. So we'll have to wait and see. This could be a publicity stunt. I'm not really sure. No, anyways, so speaking of money, next topic, TDE will be releasing J-Rock's album basically based on pre-orders. Now, this is setting an ugly topic at hand. Pre-orders in video games is very big. Pre-orders in music isn't. It's more of incentivizing. Hey, pre-order our album and you get a t-shirt and you get the album a day early and you get this, that, and you get a signed copy if you pre-order with Strange like I do. And you get a bunch of cool shit out of it, and it's really a reward. I mean, not really rewarding, but I mean, it's more in the sense of, I want to support you, so here's my money. That's how I treat it. It's basically a Patreon. And I just donate money, as how I see it, to them to keep making good music. And I get some cool shit out of it, and I get the music legally, and then when I go download the album, I don't feel guilty and shit like that. That's besides the point. Now, if TDE starts this precedent where we will only drop the album if it gets an X amount of pre-orders, it's basically that fucking Shenmue 3 shit all over again. So, this is ugly. I'm actually excited for J-Rock's album to listen to, and the fact that they're holding it hostage only if it gets enough pre-orders is some bullshit. But I'll rant about that later, so we'll have to wait and see. But it's not good. It's ugly and it's bad. Very bad. But anyways, next topic. Mayday's album, Future Vintage, got another pushback, but it's on September 18th now, which is a Friday. Strange has officially moved over to the Friday release dates. All it does is fuck with my head that everything's not Tuesday anymore. But I guess we'll grow and learn. On the album will be Sept Crew and Tech featured on it. Sept Crew was last with Mayday, to my knowledge, was the Strange March, which I've been listening to a lot of the Take Me Leader album again. That album goes so fucking hard. I can't, like, if you ain't heard that album recently, go listen to that shit again. It is a great fucking album. It's got everything. But this isn't the D-Ride Mayday, this is the D-Ride the News. So, anyways, Prozak's Black Ink album, October 9th, coming out. It's got Tech, Mad Child, and it also features Twisted. That's gonna be dope. I'm gonna give him another chance. I've been a hater on him. Maybe I'll like him this time. Maybe I still won't like him. We'll have to wait and see. Next topic, album sales. Dr. Dre's Compton album sold 286,000 first week. Good enough album sale wise, I guess, especially for a movie that's as big as it is. And then the soundtrack only sold that, but it's hip hop. Album sales, they don't really mix anymore, but whatever. And then the second week it sold 43,000. Still a good showing. I saw it on a website where they were like, oh, it sold 85% less, and I was like, I guess. I was like, well, it's music sales. That's how they work. The second week they don't sell shit. So leave it up to fucking stupid websites making stupid posts that don't understand numbers, I guess. Like, that's how all albums work. They sell X and then they sell a fraction of X the next week. That's usually how they work, unless they're... I think Eminem's Recovery album sold 800,000 first week, and the second week it sold like very close to that. Like, it sold a shit ton the next week, but it's very few. It's the exception, not the rule. Anyways, I actually finally listened to that album and it was kind of meh. But another take on hip-hop album sales is the whack MMG rapper Gunplay sold 800 albums. Yes, I'm not making this shit up. If you made it this far into the video, here comes the comedy section. He sold 800 albums. I'm not making this shit up. The album was titled Living Legend. So, of course, a label built on fakes, lying, and all the other bullshit had an album titled Living Legend, and it ain't sold shit. Nino Bless said, he said it humbly that he should... He said humbly that he should be happy because at least he has more fans than Emily Dickinson had when she was alive. Now, this dickhead names his album Living Legend and sold 800 copies. He's a fucking bum. How much more? It's the year of the bums. I've had this idea where, or philosophy, I don't even know what the fuck call it, but whack hip-hop albums aren't selling anymore. Tyga, Troy Ave, Gunplay proving it. They're not selling. Even Dr. Dre, with all that D-Ride from that movie and all that other shit, only sold 250,000? Really? So hip-hop, mainstream-wise, is dying out, and that's a good thing for underground hip-hop because it's actually growing and selling more. Hobson sold more this year. Tech is selling almost 60,000 now the first week. Man, it is getting good as fuck to be an independent artist. The Don't Fuck Up Our Beat issue 7 announced their winners. This dude named Trips Michad, I probably botched the name, song called Polarity won, but in my opinion, third place guy Drew, the song was titled Let's Work, was really good. This dude named Flawless did a song called Real Talk. I thought they were better. I just didn't really care for that Trips dude. He seemed like a weird Mad Child type rapper, but that Let's Work dude, he was that Drew kid. He was shitting on cats. And finally, Jay Electronica said he was the god of rap. He sent some shots at Drake and J. Cole, but this dude ain't fucking put out music in like 4 years, people were pointing out. So, I don't even know what the fuck. Like, I guess you can just be a great rapper, make one song, get signed to a label, and then send shots at cats and consider yourself great. Anyways, this has been the first week of my hip-hop news series. Thanks for watching. More shit to come every week. I know this was a sloppy video and not that entertaining, but yo, I'm gonna get at it and make it more entertaining every week and be better. Thanks for watching. Oh, leave a comment if you got anything to discuss hip-hop wise.